Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a quick one. I'm going to show you guys swatches as well as two different looks on two new palettes from the Tom Ford Winter Soleil collection. Now this was a large collection with a lot of pieces that I thought were beautiful. But I recently mentioned that sometimes I end up buying more than what I actually need. So I picked out the things that I loved the most and I thought that I would get the most use out of. And it happened to be, of course, two eyeshadow palettes. First, I have the number 2 with the mint in here. I don't know how to pronounce these names, so I'm just going to leave it listed down below. But this one definitely intrigued me right off the bat because of this shade right here. It's this beautiful minty green, followed up with this gray shade, I don't know, it's like a rose gold almost, and then obviously a highlight shade. I have used this on my face and it is beautiful. And you can see Winter Soleil, we've got the white packaging. It does come with a white sleeve as well. And then I picked up number 3, again, name is right here. This is what I have on my eyes today. This one leans a little bit more peachy gold and I think is more of like an everyday type of palette. But if you're going to ask me which one is more special, this one right here, it's one of my favorites that I have in my entire collection. Now the one that I did not pick up, I'm going to insert a picture of it. It's the number 1 Soleil Neige or Neige. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know how to pronounce these. I need to get better at that, but it's just not priority. I just want to play in makeup, you guys. I got swatches of all of these from my Tom Ford dealer, and I just felt like, you guys are like, what, Tom Ford dealer? It's just somebody that I used to work with, a really good friend of mine who now works exclusively with Tom Ford, and he will give me the 411. He sent me swatches of this, and while I think this is beautiful, I didn't feel like I needed it for the money. These are $88 a piece. So I was like, man, I'm going to skip that one and just grab the other two. And I'm quickly going to show you guys the swatches. So first, I'm going to show you guys the number 2, the one with the mint shade. You can see the shades in here. And both of these palettes are the wet, dry formula. So you can use them wet or dry on the eyes. And then the number 3, here are the swatches for this palette. And now I'm going to go ahead and get into the 2 different eye looks that I have done. I'm going to start off with the minty green, and then I'm going to move on to this eye look. Refer P07A, and I'm going to start off with this shade. I'm going to take this all in my crease. Working it upward into the transition area. Sonia G Builder Pro and the minty shade. I feel like I'm not even ready to put this on. I'm really excited about it. Okay. I'm putting this all over the lid. Oh, it's such a pretty color. And I am using these dry just in case anybody is wondering. Seriously, this color is, oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I'm so excited right now. Oh my goodness. This is like the mint shadow I have always wanted in my collection, but never had. Using a Tom Ford number 13, this is the synthetic version. I'm going to take a little bit of that and I'm just going to bring it slightly upward into the crease, just so that I don't have a really harsh line. But I don't want to go too far up or use too much product because I really like that peachy tone that I have up here. So I don't want to completely cover that up either. Still lousy L211, I'm going in with the gray shade. Starting on the outer corner, I'm just going to kind of go over the, I almost said teal, the mint, and bringing it just slightly up on this outer corner. This is just going to add a little bit of depth to the outer corner. I'm using these shades dry, so I am getting a little bit of fallout. If you use them wet, which would also make them a little bit more intense, but I like the softness, it wouldn't be so bad. But it's okay because I'm gonna wipe it away anyway. Esum W23 in the lightest shade, highlighting the brow arch. I'm going to go back in with the green on a Wangas number 5. This time I am using it wet. I don't know if you can tell, like right off the bat, I have color. Oh, it's so good. And it's a little bit more intense than the top, but I'm okay with it. I'm going to blend it out, connect the inner corner. I'm going to touch up the green on the top just to add a little bit more depth and color to the front. Back in with the Wangas number 5, and now I'm going to use the gray shade Wet. I'm going to take this right on the very outer corner, overlapping the green. And then I also want to take this Wet right at the lash line where we have the gray right up here. I'm not going to take it further in. I just want it at the base of my lashes. Then I'm going to go add on inner rim, liner, and mascara. Today I'm going to be using the Peachy Champagne palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade on a Zoeva 227. I'm starting off directly into the crease, back and forth windshield wiper motions. Then I'm going to blend it upward. Using the same brush, I'm going to grab the deepest shade in the palette. I'm going to start on the very outer corner. Then I'm going to bring it upwards to smoke it out, and slightly inward as well. Same shade on a MAC 221. This time I am going in with it wet. I want to keep this right at the outer corner. I do not want to bring this up. You can see how much more intense it is when it's wet, even on a blending brush. Now I'm going to go in with this color, and I am also going to use it wet. I'm going to apply this to the front portion of the lid first. That color is beautiful. I'm going to tap the excess right over the edge of the darker shade. Clean MAC 242, and now I'm going to grab the lightest color. I'm going to highlight the brow arch with this. Wangas 27S, I'm going to grab this color and I'm going to use it wet as well. I'm going to just take this right along the lower lash line. After I get this laid down, I'm not going to put anything on my inner corner. I'm just going to go add on liner to my inner rim and mascara. Personally, I love these. I think they're beautiful. I think they performed well. I love the color selection in these. The mint one is like everything to me. That mint color is what I feel like I've been missing in my collection. I've always wanted something like this, but I don't have anything like it in my collection. And when you use this wet, it's even more impactful. It's just beautiful. But the formula, the wet dry formula from Tom Ford in general, is something that I just absolutely love. So if you're familiar with Honeymoon, Nude Dip, or even Body Heat, that's one of my recent favorites. I have it right here because I used it the other day. This is Body Heat, and this is the traditional packaging. I just love this formula, and neither one of these disappointed. I got the pigmentation that I wanted. I have the sheen that I want. I just think it is stunning. And oddly enough, the number 3, the one that I have on today, it looks super warm in the palette, but I feel like I got a little bit of a cool tone edge to it. Almost neutral, so I would say kind of warm neutral with this palette. But this shade right here, I really like. This all over the lid, like all over top and bottom with just the highlight shade, I think would be beautiful. And the same thing with the mint and really any of the colors in any of the palettes. It's just that those are my favorites. Let me know if you decided to pick either one of these up or if you also picked up the third one. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.